Yo guys, it's David here, what's up? Man, I thought I'd bring you guys a race in the Mazda Cup because I haven't done that before, and it's always some weird but slightly fun racing here. Um, so this is the MX-5 Cup at with the rookies though. I'm a pretty high I rating, so the top split doesn't normally have any rookies in it. This is a Lime Rock Park Chicane. I haven't qualified, so I'm 7th on the grid, but I'm car number 1, so let's see how we do.
Green, green, green.
Not make too much of a mess of this on the start, okay? Mark decides he'll pull over because he doesn't want to have some mess. Oh, dearie me, let's give him space. Yep. Race of attrition this will be. 20 laps. Oh, I picked up a 4X there, but I didn't feel it. Man, what a mess, what a mess. Well, I'm 3rd. Okay, this is going to destroy my safety rating though, but I'll have fun. Chicane, of course, so just take it easy the first time until your tyres get warm, because that chicane catches a lot of people out. Otherwise, I'm normally very, very consistent around Lime Rock, but chicane just spices everything up. I feel like I might have a teeny bit of damage, or that might just be what the MX-5 feels like. The car goes to the left easier than it goes to the right, but we'll let the pace and the lap times tell us. This is a rookie series, so there is, I think, at least one quick repair available to us, but I don't fancy taking it unless my car is absolutely crippled and I still feel okay, so. It's a mess of a start though. One of the things about the MX-5 is the relatively soft suspension and the body roll is a lot, so changing direction from left to right quickly is not possible. So I got to be really careful with the chicane, because you got to turn in, straighten up, wait, and then turn the other way. You can't just flick. You can feel it in the body roll of the car that it doesn't want to do that. And I shifted down too early.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gained.
The same thing happens here, the left to right. You want to straighten up for a teeny bit of a second before you turn in to the right. Otherwise the car will start sliding. When you don't have much horsepower, you can't afford to slide because it robs you of your speed. Lap 3 and already too much fun's happening. But with the chicane here, if you do get it right, you can gain a lot of time. But you don't want to push it, because if I push it, I will make a mistake every like 3rd, 4th lap. Whatever, I'll just accept that I'm going wide. Gotta get my game face on. I haven't got my game face on yet. So anything is possible for me in this race still. Just got to remember that you're sitting on the left hand side of the car, so it feels like, at least to me, as someone who's used to sitting in the right hand side of the car as an Australian, that the first sort of right hand blind crest bit of the chicane, you want to leave a lot of space. Poor Sam, but and then the left bit, the center of the chicane, you can attack a lot and try and cut, because it's based off the center line of the car, whether or not you left the track or cut a corner. Sort of goes against my general formula for how to attack other chicanes, which is hop as much of the first part of the chicane as you can and leave the second part alone so that your car settles down and is stable so you can get on the throttle early. It's what I do at Monza, and it's what you should probably do in the last chicane at Circuit of the Montreal, that one that has a name. Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, that one. It's kind of the other way around in this car at the chicane here. But normally if you cut the right hand too close, you'll get an off track. If you cut the left too close, you'll get a slow down penalty. So which one you want to risk depends on, you know, the level of your safety rating and how close the other cars are around you, how close you're fighting. So if you care about your safety rating, but you've got a massive lead, you know, be really cautious in the first part of the chicane. If you don't care about your safety rating and you're fighting someone really close, cut the first part of the chicane. Pro tips from David. Now, I am catching these guys. Actually, the dude who's currently in the lead, Paulo, told me that this is his third day in iRacing, so he's doing well for himself, I guess. So from that, you wouldn't expect supreme pace or consistency, but if they've got a level head and some experience in sim racing, then there's nothing to say that your third day in iRacing you couldn't be competitive. Okay, so the gap's 4 seconds now. We'll see what it is in about 1 lap time, but I was 8 seconds behind him after I had the little second corner mishap where I went off track and dropped down to 4th. I suspect I'm probably catching him. And also Maria ahead of me in car number 3. Point in my race, it's a good time to just focus on being consistent. Through the chicane there I did okay. Gained probably about half a second on both the people in front of me. Things have settled down for me now, that's good. So about a lap later we're down to 3 seconds behind the leader, so just be consistent. Our pace is definitely strong enough for this race. I think it went to 3 splits maybe, so this is of course the top split. Orange bumper stripe ahead of me signifying D class. I have got an A-class license, but my safety rating's taken a little few hits lately. I'm down to like 2.4, which is, you know, kind of at risk of being demoted, but it'll probably be fine in the long run. My driving has definitely improved over the past 6 months or so. So now, how hard do we want to attack to get past this car? You know, or do we wait for them to maybe make a mistake through the chicane? And in doing so, if we just wait, will we let the leader get away? I reckon I can probably get away with sort of forcing the move somewhere around the track here. The rate at which I caught them is enough that the speed difference will be good enough somewhere that I'll be able to make the move. There's a couple different lines for attacking the chicane. So I just took the one where you go very wide at the bottom of the hill. You can take a lot shallower lines there, and some of them involve braking earlier and later, so you don't actually want to be right on their bumper as we come towards the chicane, in case they catch me out. Looking at the gap to the leader once again, that's still coming down, so I'm happy that this is winnable, but I don't want to take too many risks. Tell that the latency is quite a bit for both me and the car ahead of me, so again, not too many risks. Oh, that got close. Might have a solid chance here if we go to the inside. They're not quite good enough. They moved to the inside, so I'll move back to the racing line. Just force them into taking that first corner in a line they might not have wanted. Sometimes the people will go a teeny bit wide and on the grass and it's an easy pass, but not this time. They're clever enough. Sometimes get a pass done here. I will just
Still there. Hold your line.
okay, and they basically concede, which is nice. I'll give them a little thanks, man, in the chat. Now I've lost a bit of time to the leader with all of that fussing about. Got 8 laps now. 8 laps left of the race. Plenty of time, I should think.
Okay, you're in second.
Thank you, spotter. Also, the inside of the left-hand turning section of the chicane is quite raised, so it'll get your inside tyres into the air, and if you've got too much steering angle on when they do that, the car will spin very, very easily. It's another reason you've just got to sort of tiptoe and try not to upset the car too much through the chicane. See a lot of people sort of spinning on the exit of the chicane as they get too much air on the inside wheels through the chicane. Catching the leader once more. obviously we've got a back marker who's
Car stop on the left.
had a problem. Let's see how we're gonna get through here. They're gonna let me through. That's very nice of them. One thing about newer races, and maybe this was just me as a rookie, but very easy to force into a mistake, you know. I remember if someone was, you know, behind me on my bumper, it'd be like 2 laps before I made a really, really stupid mistake and they got through. Spend way too much time looking in the mirror with no confidence, just like real life.
You've got 5 laps to go.
5 laps to go. 2.5 seconds behind the leader. Similar thing with that corner, you can cut it a teeny bit tight, but you will get your inside wheels airborne and then the car is likely to slide, and when it slides you can lose time because your car doesn't have the horsepower to overcome the slide and it's just extra friction. Similar kind of thing happens in the skip barber, where it's very easy to just throttle off, make the car turn in, but if you make the car slide too much, you will not be quick, especially through the mid corner and out of the exit of the corner.
The next car's the leader.
Time lead reminder, we're down to 1.7 seconds, means we got 8/10 that lap around, which is nice. Looks like they may have gone off track just a tiny bit on the exit. Easy to do. Very easy to do. Initially I thought maybe I was gaining a lot of the time through the chicane, but it looks like through the first 2 corners here is one of the places I'm gaining most of the time. At least that time around and the previous time around. Aside from the chicane, the first turn here at Lime Rock is probably one of the more challenging corners, the way it sort of slowly tightens, and if you're not experienced, it's very easy to just make the car understeer. Dead certain I was going to get a cut track penalty then, but I didn't, and I've gained some time here. We're within a second for the first time.
You've got 2 laps to go.
I sort of get on the brakes early and lightly and just slowly bring the car around. To me at least, it never seems like there's time to be gained by late braking heroics. Well, here we are basically on their bumper. I'm going to make sure to give them plenty of space through the chicane this time around. Just in case they want to make a mistake, I don't want to stop them from doing that. Get a good run out of there. White flag. Goodness, this timing has come down very excitingly.
White flag, one more left to go.
Trying to get a really good drive out of this corner so I can go to the inside here, but is he going to cover me off there? Yes, no, I'm not close enough to actually claim that as my, I could have forced my way through, but I'm not going to. If he holds on to this, this will have been a very well raced race by him. Good race, man, good race.
I have no tires at the end.
There's the flag, it's over. Great job, you did really well.